On August 16, 1977, the world was shocked by the news that the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, had died. He was found unresponsive in his Graceland mansion and pronounced dead at the age of 42. The official cause of death was a heart attack, but the circumstances surrounding his death have fueled countless conspiracy theories. Some believe that Elvis didn't die at all, but instead faked his death to escape the pressures of fame, and also escape threats from dangerous criminal gangs. Ooh, spooky. Hi, I'm Adam, welcome back to Music Mongoose. Let's start by explaining the main theory that Elvis faked his death to enter witness protection. Elvis had a very real and well-documented fascination with US law enforcement. By 1970, he had amassed a significant collection of police badges from various cities he visited, often receiving honorary titles such as Captain in Reserve with the Memphis PD. This obsession led him to write a letter to President Nixon in December of that year, expressing his desire to become a federal agent at large, to combat the drug culture and communist influences he saw as threats to America. On December 21, 1970, Elvis met with President Nixon at the White House, where he reiterated his desire to help with the drug problem and requested a Bureau of Narcotics and Dangerous Drugs badge to add to his collection. While Nixon did grant him this badge, it was purely honorary and he was never sworn in as a secret agent. However, this meeting and his badge collection would only add fuel to the conspiracy theories. Fast forward to May 1976, when Elvis was looking to sell one of his private planes. His father, Vernon Presley, was handling the transaction and fell victim to a conman, Frederick Pro. He was connected to a criminal ring with ties to the mob. Frederick Pro managed to scam the Presley estate out of millions of dollars through a complicated leasing agreement. This incident, coupled with an FBI investigation into the group, has been cited by some conspiracy theorists as a possible reason for Elvis needing witness protection. By August of 1977, some believe that Elvis was getting ready to present evidence on this fraudulent activity in front of a grand jury. And of course, this just so happens to be the time that Elvis passed away. So you can see how people might have made this connection, the idea that Elvis was going to rat on this criminal group and so needed witness protection. Elvis actually had no idea about the FBI investigation, according to agents involved in the case. Elvis's actual death also contains many anomalies, which again just adds fuel to these conspiracy theories. His girlfriend found him unresponsive, and although he was officially pronounced dead at 3:30 p.m., he likely passed away much earlier that morning. An autopsy was performed, but the report was never made public. The Memphis medical examiner announced a heart attack as the cause of death, even before the autopsy was completed, raising suspicions. There were also some strange occurrences at his funeral. Some people claimed that the body inside the open casket didn't even look like Elvis and instead was a wax dummy. Reports of the casket being unusually heavy, supposedly to accommodate a cooling system for the dummy. And the misspelling of his middle name on his gravestone further fueled conspiracy theories. According to his close friend Marty Lacker, Elvis preferred his middle name to be spelled with 2 A's, which his father honored on the gravestone. Supporters of this theory also point to inconsistencies in the autopsy and medical reports surrounding Elvis's death. Elvis had a range of health issues, including heart disease, diabetes, and drug dependency, making the exact cause of death murky. Some believe the confusion and lack of public autopsy results point to a cover-up. And now we get on to the fun, or bizarre part of the theory, the Elvis Presley sightings. Elvis sightings began almost immediately after his death. One of the earliest and most famous claims was that he was seen at the Memphis International Airport on the day he died, purchasing a ticket to Buenos Aires under the name John Burroughs, a pseudonym he often used for hotels as to not kick up a fuss on arrival. Over the years, there have been numerous reported sightings of Elvis in various locations from Graceland to Kalamazoo, Michigan. Some of the most notable include a photo taken on New Year's Day 1978 of a man who looked like Elvis sitting in Graceland's pool house. This turned out to be Elvis's security guard and touring wardrobe manager, Al Strata. And a 1984 photograph of Muhammad Ali with Jesse Jackson which some claimed also showed Elvis in the background. Now, Muhammad Ali and Elvis were actually close friends, so I suppose it's not completely unplausible that if he were to fake his death, he would let Muhammad Ali know about it. But to then take a photo with Muhammad Ali? I mean, come on, he's not that stupid, is he? The person in this photo is actually Ali's agent, Larry Kolb. Another wave of sightings occurred in the late 1980s in Kalamazoo, Michigan, with reports of Elvis at a Burger King. These stories became a lucrative subject for tabloids like Weekly World News, which turned the conspiracy into a pop culture phenomenon. TV specials like The Elvis Files in 1991 and The Elvis Conspiracy in 1992, hosted by actor Bill Bixby, featured interviews with supposed eyewitnesses and experts, only adding to the legend. These sightings and the media attention they garnered have kept the conspiracy theory alive, even leading to the release of songs and albums by impersonators who claimed to be Elvis, using pseudonyms like Orion. Orion did have a resemblance to Elvis in both his physicality and voice. He also wore masks to enhance the idea that this could be Elvis in disguise. The man behind the act was Jimmy Ellis, a singer and performer. Now, why on earth would someone sell records pretending to be Elvis Presley? Ah yeah, money. Now this bit gets even weirder. The name Orion was inspired by a novel. It was written by Gail Brewer Giorgio, and the novel is about a famous singer who fakes his own death. That same writer would later write the book Is Elvis Alive in 1988, asserting her belief in this conspiracy theory after alleging a phone conversation with Presley, which she recorded. Included with the book was an actual copy of the cassette tape of this recording. The tape did indeed sound remarkably like Elvis. Guess who the man on that recording turned out to be? Yep, Jimmy Ellis, the guy who played Orion. Now, why on earth would someone sell books pretending to have spoken to Elvis on the phone? Oh yeah, money. In pop culture, the conspiracy persists. A bearded gentleman in the 1990 movie Home Alone was rumoured to be Elvis, but he was later identified as Gary Grott, an extra. Again, come on, if he was gonna fake his own death and fool the world, why on earth would he appear in a blockbuster movie? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't stop there. As recent as 2016, footage of a man on the grounds of Graceland surfaced, leading some to believe it was Elvis. But it was later confirmed to be a simple Graceland employee. While the idea of Elvis faking his death is intriguing and has provided comfort to some fans who couldn't bear the loss, the evidence overwhelmingly supports that Elvis did pass away on August 16, 1977. Medical reports, the circumstances of his health at the time, and numerous investigations all point to his death being real. Yet the legend of Elvis lives on. Not just in his music and movies, but also in the hearts of those who keep his memory alive through these wild theories and sightings. Whether you believe he faked his death or not, there's no denying that Elvis Presley left an indelible mark on the world, and his legacy continues to inspire and entertain. Now, like Elvis, England's Led Zeppelin were one of the biggest live acts of the 70s. And Elvis and Led Zeppelin actually met on several occasions while on the road. And each time they met, it got more surprising than the last. You can click this video next to find out all about it.